Hello, everybody. This is Young Family Tai Chi Section 1. And today our new move will be White Crane Spreads Its Wings. So let's begin class. Benjamin Hao. Okay. Since we're getting more and more into the form, I'm going to start classes with a review from the beginning each time, and then I'll review the last move before beginning the new move. So I'm going to turn around, so I'll be doing it in the same direction as you. Okay. So stand, shoulders width apart, head up, tailbone down, hands by your side. Relax. Prepare. Opening. Turn your hands so that the palms face the back. Come up and float them down, elbows first. Palms land almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left. Shift left, turn right. All the weight on the right. Step and close. And open. Right ward off. Shift right. Turn the left toe to the corner. Shift all the way to the left. Pull in. Step and ward off left, right. Roll back. Turn to the corner as you rotate your forearms. Turn your waist so your arm to the other corner. Press. Pull in the right, attach the left, and expand forward. Push. Square up your shoulders. Flatten your hands. Ball. Hands in front of your chest and push forward. Single whip. Shift back, flatten your hands. Turn and pull. Come left foot, press down. Ward off with the left, hook hand with the right. Standing ward off, step. Flatten your foot, deflect. Shift weight structure. And step forward. Shift to the right. Turn the left foot to the corner. Come back. Pull in. Heel touch. And how did that go? Are there any questions? Yes? You're muted. Press your space bar. Review empty stance. So empty stance, like bow stance, has the back foot 45 degrees and the front pointed straight. The difference is that the distance between your heels is no longer shoulder width, it's one line, two sides. It's this width, not this width. The other difference is that when you make stance, your weight distribution is 60 and 40% on the back. So what happens is if I'm going this way, I'm 60% to the front and 40, and except for moves like single whip and left ward off, you see a line from my back heel to the nape of my neck. Can you see that? And that's have 60% in the front and 40% in the back. The difference when you do empty stance is you no longer have that. What you have instead is you have 70% in the back and only 30% in the front. When you have 70% in the back and 30% in the front, let's say that you're doing a heel touch, like in raise hands, okay? You're 192 sides, you have 70% in the back and 30. And in both cases, whether you're doing ball touch or heel touch, I want the whole ball of your foot down, whether it's the ball of your foot for ball touch or the ball of your heel for heel touch. In other words, I don't want just the edge of your heel, I want the whole heel down. And how do you make sure 30% in the front and not too much weight in the front? So you can do this objectively. You can get a kitchen scale, get on, figure out your weight, and then take 30% of that, then put your scale down and put your front foot on the scale and make it go to that weight. And that will tell you how much is 30%. The other way, though, is, oh, sorry about that. Does everybody else hear me? Yes, no? Everybody is muted, so I can't.
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe Rima has a connection problem? Yes?
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you good, fine.
But someone else is saying that the voice is breaking in and out randomly.
Uh,
Ray is saying.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, hold on. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. With that few words, it's hard to tell. It just breaks up.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what I was saying was that if you wanted to do a test of what 30% sounds like, can you hear me now?
Yeah, like you're frozen right now.
Oh, well, I wasn't moving, sorry.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I mean, you were at that moment, but
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's random.
Okay.
Never. It's okay.
Okay, so when you're doing an empty stance, you have 30% in the front. And if you look at it sideways, so if I have a heel touch empty stance here, and 70% in the back. My angle from the nape of my neck to my hip is still slanted, but it's more for my heel. Can you see that? And that's how 70% of the weight is on the back and only 30% is on the front. Bow stance, I would be like this. Whereas when I'm in empty stance, I still have 30% in the front, but I'm not as far forward. So when we were doing raise hands and step forward, you came from, I'm going to do it facing you. You came from a single whip. You shifted right, and then you turned so that the left foot was toward the corner. Then, as you circled your arms, you goes to the left. You come in and you step out on your heel. You root first. Come in. So this is when you put the 30% in. Okay, that's how you get your energy. So going to do a move where you are going to have an empty stance, which is a ball touch. And the difference there is that touch is also going to have 70% in the back and 30% in the front. But when you have a ball touch, your shoulders are, remember when you did the raised hands, you came in like this. You had this turning more toward the corner. Whereas when you have a ball touch, you generally are more, okay? So today's move is going, are there any questions on last week's move, which was 2 weeks ago, which was raise hands and step forward? Any questions on that one? So I'll do it one so that you can see. So if I were at single whip, I come this way, I come back, forward, or on this side, which is the direction you would actually be doing it. Come back, root, and close. Footwork on white crane spread its wings. I'm going to do it in the direction that you're doing it, just to show you the whole move, and then we'll break it down. From raise hand, step forward. White crane looks like this. You turn, you circle, step and close, shift the weight to the right, turn, step and forward. You can see at the final position, I am slanted from my hip. I'm more toward the back. Okay, so if you look at just the footwork, what the footwork looks like is to do it facing that way. So if I am at the end of raise hands, what the footwork looks like is I'm going to shift my weight back. So I'm actually on the heel edge of my right foot because all my weight is on the left. Then I'm going to step so to each other, both of them facing the corner. Then I'm going to shift all my weight to the right, pivot the left, and then empty stance on the ball of the foot. So let's try that again. If you are on empty stance heel touch in the, you shift weight, all your weight to the back, step, so that shift all the way to the right, turn and pivot on the left, pull in and step out, pull in and step out to a ball touch. And then you're going to put 30% on the front. So you shift all your weight back, you pick up, step so your feet are parallel, shift all the way to pivot and turn. Then pull in and step and front. How's that? Are there any questions on that one? Pretty straightforward.
This movement where you bring you end up standing on one leg momentarily and you bring the other leg in and then place it in some other direction. That seems to be a theme.
So what you were empty stance here on heel touch, and you shifted all your weight to the left. Shift all the way to the right. Pivot. Then you pull in and step out to a ball touch empty stance and put 30% of your weight on there. So you are facing 90 degrees from where you were when you. So if you were to do it from the direction here, and you would end up facing there. But I'm doing it starting here and ending up here so you can see how things work. The hands. So let's do the footwork one more time. I'll do it in the direction that you would actually do it. So you're up, empty stance. What you're going to do is shift all the way to the back. Step, shift all the way to the pivot and turn your body so you're facing more straight. Then you're going to do ball touch and put 30% on it. The direction so much has to do with what you're doing with your hands. So here, your first move is going to be to turn your body slightly and turn your hand. So the right hand faces down and the left hand faces up. Then you're going to add your weight back, pull down, and circle, and step and close. So if you look at the simpler of the two hands, which is you started here, if you turn this way and essentially you make the bottom of your step and close, right? So you're pulling down, and then your hand is up. The left hand is more complicated because you started here and you turn, it is up now. And what you're going to do is you're going to swing and the hard part about this is you want to swing, but if you think about swinging from your shoulder, once you get to here, raising your shoulder if you want to get here. And the way you avoid that is that you continue, you can, and you continue the rest of it with your elbow. You change your elbow and then come around. You see that? So you come here and then so if you look at it from this angle, what happens is instead of coming out here, you are pretty much staying in the same plane, right? Swing out and in. Maybe I go here. Okay, so when you're here, 1 is turn, 2 is pull down and circle, 3 is step and close, 4 is shift weight and turn as you on the left foot. Then step and separate. So how do you separate? When you're closed, what you're doing with the right hand is you're and your hand is just over your head. So up and meanwhile, your left hand is behind the right hand and is settling side. So your left hand looks just like opening. Remember when you did opening? Left hand, your hands were just in front of your hips, kind of relaxed and flat almost to the bottom. That's so when you're here, you're going to 1 up and 1 down as you shift 30% forward. So when you were here, you turn, you shift all your weight back as you pull down, then you circle, step and close, shift your weight, turn. So 1, turn your hands and turn your body slightly to the corner. 2, Shift all the way to the back as you pull down. Back up, step and close, shift and turn, and so basically you're rooting and separating. So this is primarily a defensive move. It is unlike raise hands, which is primarily an off. This is as if somebody were coming to against you with two fists, and you are essentially separating them. You're separating, and that's what this move is constructed for. Okay, so again, you're at raise hands, you turn, you pull down and shift your weight back as you circle, step and close, shift all the way to the right, turn, step and are there any questions? So you're here, turn, pull down and shift weight, circle, step and close, turn, and open. So the reason you do the turn is to show the shoulder strike. In the old days, this move worked was that you step and you did a shoulder strike. So we don't do the nowadays, but we do show it with the turn. So when you come here and you step and you turn to show the shoulder strike, and then you step and open. So just as you did with raise hands and step forward, remember when you were at raise hands and step forward, when you came back, you came in and then come together. Here, you're at raise hands, you come down, step and close, you turn to show the shoulder strike, you come in, you root and open. So your energy comes from the ground. So you have to root first and then open.
Rita,
Yes,
is the final step with your ball of your foot or the heel?
with the ball of your foot.
Ball of your foot,
It's
okay,
with your ball of your foot.
right. Thank you.
This one's a ball touch. So you're here with a heel touch. You turn your hands, you pull down and shift your weight back, you circle, step and close, turn and pivot, come in, step and shift your third. When you're actually doing it, it all comes together. I'm describing it to you step by step, but it should look more like this. So here, Let me see. So the only place where some people stop a little bit is when they're showing. So here, step and close, shoulder strike, step and. So what that means though is if you are going to shoulder strike, when you come and step, you must still be faced this way because otherwise you won't have. In other words, one of the things that is a common mistake is what happens is people come and they're like this, and there's nothing left to turn. So when you're here and you come down and you step and close, you should still be facing that way. You can turn and then step and open. So I'm going to do it if you were doing the form. So from single width, step back, the left foot to the corner. Move the weight to the left. Come in, heel, root your heel together. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands. Pull down, shift all the way to the back. Step and close. Turn. Step and open. How did that go?
Fine.
Any questions? Okay, let's do it a few more times. From single width. Raise hands and step forward. Shift right. Turn the left foot to the corner. Push off toe. Come in. Root and close. White crane. Turn your hands. Pull down. Circle. Step and close. Root and open. Okay. Single width. Shift to the right. Turn. Circle your arms. Close. White crane spreads its wings. Turn. Pull down. Circle. Step and close. Root and open.
So are the left fingers pointing straight at 3 o'clock? No, at 9 o'clock, I mean.
Your fingers are pointing that way. Think of it this way. If you were doing push and you
I was
over
asking
your
about
head,
I was asking about the left hand.
oh, the left hand, the fingers are are forward.
So they're pointing at 9 o'clock.
So,
Oh,
well, yes, they're pointing at 9 o'clock.
okay, thanks.
That's because you are pointing at 9 o'clock, right? Your
Yes.
body clock.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to get most of this on the recording because you're in and out, but I got the end.
Oh,
It's okay.
okay. So at the end, uh, after you pull down and you step and close and you turn, you root first and then shift your weight forward. One of the things you have to be too much forward, because then you have more than 30% in the front, okay? Most of your weight is still in the back, slanted forward. But you're slanted forward only from your hip, not from your back leg, right? So on that, you're basically pushing into the ground with the ball of your foot. So think of it pushing into the ground. You're not going forward. Okay, so from here, turn down, step and close, turn, root, and open. When you do it though, it will often feel like you're rooting and opening it'll feel like it all comes together. So you're here, turn, circle, step and close, turn, root and open. So you still have to tilt somewhat forward. So you're here, step and turn. And you see, I am still tilted forward. Otherwise, front. %30 doesn't sound like a lot, but if you try that, you'll see that 30% is actually quite a bit. Because you are pressing down in order to support your so basically the empty stances are more of a support in terms of the structure of the weight distribution of the feet. Any questions? Any questions on any of the moves prior to this? Okay. Let's do it a couple of times then from the beginning. Okay. So I'm going to do the same direction as you. And we're going to prepare, head up, Tailbone down, hands by your sides, relax. Opening. Palm back, raise your hands up to your shoulders, float them down, leading with your elbow almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, left ward off. Shift left, turn right, one hand up, step and close. Swing the left up and pull the right down. Right ward off. Shift right, turn the left toe to the corner, pull left, ward off right, pull step and close, ward off right. Roll back, turn to the corner, arms. Shift your weight back and turn to the other corner. Press, pull in the right, attach, and expand forward. Push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands. For a ball, hands in front of your chest, push forward. Single width, shift weight back, your hands, pull and turn, push down, release the left foot, ward off the right, standing ward off, step, deflect, and strike. Raise hands and step forward. Turn the left foot to the corner. Shift weight to the left. Circle your arms. Root, come together. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands. Pull down. Shift your weight back. Your arms. Step and close. Turn and pivot the left foot. Root and how did that feel? Let's do it a couple of more times and then we'll close class. Okay?
Can you
Question.
clarify the left foot pivot at the right near the end there where you say our weight's on the right and we pivot the left?
Yes.
I end up with my toe pointing to the corner, like at
You're here. You're matter where your left toe direction is, because all your weight is on the right, and all you're doing is you're pivoting the left mainly to move your body to the right direction. It's going to pull and step. So it doesn't really matter which direction the toe faces, because all your weight is on the right. So here, when you step and close and you shift and turn, it doesn't matter where your left toe is facing, because what you're actually going to do is step and
so it doesn't necessarily just get picked up and put straight forward. It may be out at an angle and then you pick it up and go forward.
So you were here.
Right.
So you're just basically, because you're turning your hips and you're pulling in and stepping out. So the important part is having your weight on the right.
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks.
sure. Okay, let's do it again. So we're going to do it again from the beginning. Okay. So prepare. Opening. Palms toward the back. Shoulders floating down, elbows first, coming almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left. Turn right. All the weight on the right. Step and close. Pull right down. Right ward off. Shift right. Turn left. All the weight goes to the pull in. Step and close. Right ward off. Roll back. Turn and your arms to the corner. Shift your weight back as you turn to the other corner. Press. Attach the left and expand forward. Push. Square up your come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push to shoulder level. Single whip. Shift in your hands, pull and turn all the way around. Press down, release the left. Hand with the right. Standing ward off, step. Flatten as you deflect. Bend knee, strike. Forward. Shift to the right. Turn the left foot to the corner. Shift the weight to the left. Arms pull in the right foot, root the right heel, and close. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your arm down. All the weight goes to the back. Step and close. Turn. Root and open. Okay. How did that feel?
Is there any chance we could do it one more time?
Sure. Yeah, we had time to do it one more time. Okay, from the beginning. Prepare. Opening. Turn your hands. Raise them to shoulder level. Float down, leading with your elbows almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward up. Shift left. Turn right. All the weight on the right. One hand up, one hand down. Left up, right pulls down. Right ward up. Shift right. Turn the left toe to the corner. All the way. Pull in. Step and close. Right up, left down. Roll back. Rotate your arms to the corner. Come back to the other corner. And the right, attach the left and expand forward. Push. Square up your shoulder. Hands. Come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push to shoulder level. Single width. Flatten and extend your hands. Turn and pull. Push down. Release. Ward off with the left. Hook hand with the right. Standing ward off. Step. Deflect. Strike. Raise. Shift right. Turn the left foot to the corner. Weight goes to the left. Circle your arms. Root the and close. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands. Pull down. Step and close. Turn. Step and open. Did it come together any better, hopefully? Okay. Practice, practice. And I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you for coming. 同学们再见。Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Sorry about the sound. Hopefully